welcome to this Anandyatra Podcast, and which is a platform which shares the stories of people who attain the bliss in their life and stories about the people how they gone through those hardships and finally coming to that bliss or that ananda. So I welcome to you all once again to this platform. And today the day is very auspicious because today is Gita Jayanti day. It's a day when Sri Krishna gave that ultimate knowledge to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra so that he may come out of that war from in his life. So in the same way, we all are also having so many wars either at the physical level, mental level, social level, or at our spiritual level. So this is the auspicious day to ponder again, to contemplate, and to come to a realization that we can also win our that battlefield. We can also win that battle in our life. So today we have with me Sujay. I think you have known him from our last podcast that I made with him. And once again, he came to share his insights, understanding, and deep knowledge regarding the essence of Srimad Bhagwad Gita. So today we will try to see that and try to see whether what that Srimad Bhagwad Gita in 700 slokas trying to tell us. Definitely, we are not going to go into 700 slokas, but we will try to touch the essence. And essence is something you can see Krishna is only eating the butter. Makhan wo khate the kahin na kahin. So he is also interested in the essence, not something which is at lower level. So we will try to see that, and I hope you will gain something from this conversation with Sujoy, and we look up to that. So let's begin to our conversation. Welcome, Sujoy, once again to this platform. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for calling me. Yes,
Ah,
let's. Today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi and Gita Jayanti. Both will be there. Now let's chant mantra of Krishna. Then we'll start the podcast. Om वसुधैव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्धनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Krishna, we know, everyone know Krishna. As first we'll go, what is today first? First is Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Then we'll go to the importance of Gita Jayanti and how Gita is connected in our life. Okay. First one is today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi. We have 24 Ekadashi is there in the year. In that 24 Ekadashi, this Vaikuntha Ekadashi is considered as the prime Ekadashi because it's also called as a Moksha Ekadashi also. In this day, generally the people go to the temple to visit to see the Bhagavan in the seven steps of seven doors by through the seven doors. It's the outside thing. Okay, what is conveying us in within? These seven doors is nothing but our seven chakras. Our energy is in the Mooladhara chakra in the form of the Kundalini. It's a serpent in the sleeping condition. It's a 3.5 coiled serpent is sleeping on the Mooladhara, lower base of our body, or at the end part of the spine. When this awareness of Kundalini wake up to the higher state, it's called Sakshatkara, what we call enlightenment. It is an auspicious day to the meditate to lift our energy from lower part to the higher level of consciousness. That's why it's in symbolically they explained in the text every way. We need to see the God going through the seven doors of Vaikuntha. When we cross the seven doors, we can see the Vaikuntha Adhipati. Is the Vishnu. We can come together in the form of the Ananda. That's Paramananda. That's why its name is Krish Paramanandam. It's Parama and Ananda. Two things will be there. Parama Ananda. Paramananda. That's why podcast name is also there is an Ananda. Everyone is going through, only our goal is towards Ananda only. So this Ananda, when we will get by practicing to awakening of energy from lower base to the higher base. That's the day auspicious for the meditation. If you do meditation today, is more effective. It's like that. Environment is
Then
supporting us to
can
elevate our
you,
energy from higher
yeah,
to the lower to the higher level.
yes.
Yes.
Can you also explain what is meditation? Like so many people I feel they are so much confused with that meditation. Like they have some other idea in their mind what is meditation. इसको हम ध्यान भी कहते हैं. What is that? They are too much suffering with meditation. That has become a pain for them. Is it really so, or like it's a very easy thing that we can have in a life?
No, meditation is it will not convey anything basically because it's not an actual word. It's actually is dhyana. Dhyana, before dhyana we have dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. In the last class we did last in the last podcast we discussed about Patanjali Yoga Sutra. In the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali gave the 8-step method. In that 8-step method, that first 5 steps, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, up to pratyahara, they consider as a bahirmukha. These are all the external practices. And dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, they consider as the internal practices. Why they consider internal practices? This dharana, dhyana, and samadhi is nothing to do with the outside things. It's a completely inward journey. The second aspect is the dhyana. Before dhyana, we is dharana. After dhyana is samadhi. So between dharana and samadhi, we have dhyana. So this dhyana is nothing but focus without break. Is dharana like that? You need to focus on something. You need something to focus first initially. Yes, I need to focus on something. Then I need first thing is required to focus. Once I got something to focus, then we need to focus continuously without break. They will mention ajhadara. When you pouring the ghee, it will ghee pour in such a way it will not get any break. It will go continuously without any break. You try to focus the things without disturbance is called dhyana. If that focus go deeper in after some time, what you're focusing, you will forget what you're focusing also. That things also get its diminish itself. Then you will go to the condition of shunya. That shunya is called samadhi. I think Swami Rama is to explain in a much more simpler way like that. What is meditation or what is dhyana? He will tell like that. The gap between the two conjugative thoughts. आपका मन का अंदर वो आ रहा है ना ज्यादा थॉट्स आ रहा है there is a gap between the two thoughts. One thought came, something came, again next thought has to come. That gap is there, no? That gap itself is the meditation, dhyana. There is nothing is there in the sense we are in the state of ananda. That's called
Wonderful.
atma swarupa. We try to sing ourselves within. To reach this state, no? This stage one of the auspicious day to start the things to elevate our energy from lower part to the higher part through these practices. It's good day for the practice of asana and some practice of chakradharana kriyas. Many kriyas will be there to elevate our energy from the lower part to the higher part.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And
So it is the same energy manifesting through different doors that you said, like the 7 doors, which are also known as the chakras. And generally, for
chakras.
most of us, they are going about by naturally to our lower chakras. And like as we see, if we just leave the water on its own, it will naturally go downwards.
Go down.
But if we really want to make it go up to the hill to see a complete view of everything, then we have to give some an effort. So maybe that's what Krishna also giving us an opportunity by giving the knowledge to Arjuna on this auspicious day. We all are like the Arjuna who need, we all are suffering somewhere in our life, emotionally, mentally, socially, anyway. We all need that knowledge so that we can also go out of that, or if not go out of that, we can also transcend that, we can also free from that, so that we can have the ananda of life in spite of that suffering. So I want to know what is like the first of all we will go through the basic frame of that Bhagavad Gita. What is that? If suppose no one, someone is there who doesn't know at all anything about Bhagavad Gita, which I feel no one is there because in throughout the world, this Bhagavad Gita book is the one of the largest selling book that everyone is reading in spite of religion. So if I ask you what is that basic framework of that Mahabharat or Srimad Bhagavad Gita, can you please tell in short?
Yes. This Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. Especially it come on the Bhishma Parva. Inside of the Bhishma Parva, it is a one chapter. It's a 18 chapter part. Is to be took that 18 chapter is considered as a Bhagavad Gita. This 18 chapter consists of the 700 shlokas. The background of this, the war between the Pandavas, the sons of Pandu, and the sons of Dhritarashtra. This 101, sorry, 100 kids plus this 5 people. Between their fight, that time of fight, how Arjuna go through the so much of stressed condition, that emotion, how they Krishna give suggestion like that, how to overcome it. It's not only the Arjuna, it's Arjuna is nothing but Arjuna is only depicting us only. Krishna is not giving complete to the Arjuna, he is telling in the way like that how we can overcome our daily activities, our emotional things with the help of Bhagavad Gita. That's why Bhagavad Gita is very important. Sometimes in the Bhagavad Gita Dhyana shlokas also they mention like that. It's the essence of all Vedas. If you consider Vedas, all 4 Vedas is the cow, then this cow milk itself is the Bhagavad Gita. Who will taking that milk? Krishna is taking. To feed who? Feed us. Because in the actual incarnation also we consider Nara Narayana Rupa. Is Narayana is itself is a Krishna and Nara is the Arjuna. Nara is nothing but Nara. We are all Naras only. It's like a humans. So Krishna taking that milk to give to Nara Arjuna to overcome these stress condition or many type of issues to reach towards Ananda, state of Ananda. That's why they gave this Bhagavad Gita. Krishna gave many types of Gitas. He gave many Gitas. That one, this Bhagavad Gita is more, it's famous and more known also because Anugita is also there. Udbhava Gita is there. Everything is Krishna's only, but in that one, Bhagavad Gita is more. Everyone know the things of Bhagavad Gita. In the
Mm-hmm.
Bhagavad Gita, we have 18 chapters. In the Mahabharata, we have 18 parvas. War it happened 18 days. If you go everywhere, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. What is this? Represent 108, 18, 18 days, 18 parvas, 18 chapter. Because we have Katapayadi Sankhya. In the Katapayadi Sankhya, they mention Ka is 1, Ka is 2, like that. They mention naming that one. In that one, 1 plus 8. It's Ja, Ya. Ja is the 8th letter, Ya is the first letter. So if you write, you read it in the reverse way for the make it is a word. Then it
Okay.
become the 18 is nothing but Jaya.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why where 18, 18, why it is 18 only? Because 8 plus 1 become the 9. 9 is a unique number. You multiply with the 9 with any number, add it, finally it will become 9 only.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is
Quite
9
unique.
is the highest single digit number.
Hmm.
After this one, you can't go alone. After that, one, you have to go with something. 0.
Hmm.
0 don't have value. But when the 0 come with the number, If 0 is there in the front, no value. If 0 is come after, it has value. If 0 1 is 1 only. 0 9 9 only. But if you had 1 plus 0 10, 9 plus 0 100. This 0 is nothing but has. This value is the energy. When we connected ourselves with this energy, then we'll go further. Otherwise, we can go maximum 9, we stuck there only. To go
Hmm.
behind this 9, that's why everywhere is 18. Go behind of it.
True, true. Quite miraculous. Very nice.
This 18, that's why Krishna is taking us through this 18 aspect to overcome it. My guru used to explain like that in the Shastras mention 18 aspect of your life. In that 18 aspect, this 15th, 16th, 17th, 19, 18, that last part is very important because we consider 18 is the higher consciousness, 17th is the jiva or we. When we turn towards the 16 aspect of our life, then we are going away from the higher consciousness. When we turn towards it, we are coming towards 18. So that's why this going and coming is very important. Why Sankhya philosophy is more relevant in this one. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also they use many numbers. Some you can see in the first chapter also. If they mention who are the how many peoples below the Shankha, if you count it, it count will become 18.
Hmm.
Name of the Shankha, it will come 18. If you explain the Maharathis, 18. If you add everywhere, 18, 18, 18, 18, it will come. Means the intention of 18 to align ourselves to the higher level, to get Jaya from the mind, from our five senses, everything. That's why 18 is very important. Is Krishna here guiding us to go through it? How can we go through it? It's not like that Krishna just is telling some preaching something. No, Krishna is not preaching anything. If you see Krishna's life, no, in the Bhagavad Gita, what he tell everything to what he told to Arjuna step by step. Each and every step he did in his life, he showed to everyone. What is happening now here? Arjuna is crying, how can I kill my own brothers? How can I kill my grandfather, my gurus? What happened in Krishna's life at the end part of Krishna's life? His own family, his own son, Pradyumna, everyone is fighting and killing each other. Krishna is just calm and just sitting and seeing the things what is happening. It's not like that. It's just he preached to Arjuna. No, no, you can fight it. We do that one commonly. We do everyone. We will tell so much of suggestion like you can do like that. Like when things come to us, we'll do the same thing.
Hmm.
Just we'll preach something, we'll do something. But Krishna is not that personality. Krishna is like what he will tell, you do that one. So what he go through his life, his essence itself is the Bhagavad Gita. My student is asking how can we understand. I tried many times to understand Bhagavad Gita, but it's not understanding that much easy, right? Don't go directly Bhagavad Gita first. Go to the life of Krishna first.
Hmm.
Once you understand Krishna's life, you can easily connect the things of Bhagavad Gita content. Okay, this part of Krishna, okay, this he is demonstrating here, this part here, like that. You can understand the Bhagavad Gita much more easier when we understand the actual Krishna, life of Krishna.
It is something like if we want to understand the creator, we have to go through the creation. Simple as that. If we know the creation, we naturally know the creator. So you said very beautifully the secret or the magic behind number 18. I hope whoever are listening to it, they are really feel amazed to listen to that. I also feeling the same. So this all comes in the magic, like numbers are really having the deep essence behind them. And the one who knows the secret behind them, he can understand that only. And that's what you are revealing those secrets here in this podcast. That's wonderful. Now I want to know, like, you can see that Krishna is also having that he is working as a like demonstrating, guiding the Arjuna. But why that war is taking place? What is the cause of that war? Like we can see there are so many wars also right now in this world going on. What was the cause of that war that took that whole Gita to come out from the mouth of Krishna and help that Arjuna? What was the cause of that war? Is it just like the Vastrahara of Draupadi or what? Like people generally misunderstand that. Or there are many points on that. What is the cause of that Bhagavad Gita war? Or is it took a like long time to come to a war, or before that, like some ways are done to us to avoid that war also? Like how, what lead to that war?
We can understand in a way like that. It's war will happen definitely in everyone's life.
So,
How early it will happen, it will good.
so you are making
How
them
delayed it
fearful,
will
like
be, the
war will definitely happen in everyone's life. And you are saying like war will happen. Like what is that war? Yeah.
yes. See, war may be small and big. Basic thing is in the Bhagavad Gita, especially this Kurukshetra war. It's not only happened because of the Draupadi, not because it happened because of Duryodhana, not because of Pandu. It is something is like interconnected everywhere. See, every time it's like that. If you can understand such a way like that, this Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, Kauravas, Pandavas are not in the outside thing. Everything is there within us only. We have to design. It's there in every within. So how we can understand these things? These are like that they give in the part. Okay, this is Duryodhana. Means this part of our body, something, mind, some thought. Because everyone has two type of thought. One is positive thought, another one is negative thought. Always fight between this positive and negative. Finally, what we will conclude? That is the conclusion of this war. This positive side represented by the dharma. This negative side represented by the adharma. This dharma in the Mahabharata represented by the Pandavas. Why this one? The five Pandavas. Five Pandavas and they would have five senses.
Hmm.
These five senses are doing so much of unnecessary things. When it come to the control of dharma, itself is the Krishna. When these five senses come to the Krishna, then he has the strength to win the war with only seven Akshawin. We have this side is 100 people are there with 11 Akshawini Sena. Still they can't get victory in this war. Why? Because they are in the side of Adharma. It's the main depiction here is like that. What is whatever it may be the strength of Adharma. If you are in the path of Dharma, definitely will win. So what is lead in our life? So many of them tell like that. I am not harmed to anyone, but nothing is happening in my life. Everyone is hurting me just because I am silent. That's why everyone is hurting me. Everyone taking advantage of me. I have to be like that other person also.
Yeah.
It's like that. There's so many situations come like that. If you have to be like that, so dharmic person, then everyone taking advantage of you.
Sorry to interrupt here. Like, I want you to explain what is dharma and dharma. Like, people generally take dharma is just worshipping the gods and deities. That is what dharma is.
Okay.
So I want you to clearly like give your point. What is written in the shastras also? What is like dharma and what is adharma? Like a person who doesn't do worship, he can also be following dharma also. Like a singer is also dharma. What is like practical approach of dharma and adharma?
In the last podcast also we discussed. It's dharma is nothing. It's dharma is not a nature of the
Mhm.
thing like that. We take the example of Agni. No? It will go always in the upward direction. It's the nature of it. Like that is the nature of the person. How they will think, thinking, thought pattern. For a beautiful example is my guru used to example like that. When you are going, when every time you try to connect yourself towards the higher consciousness, that itself is the dharma. In the every step, you are going away from the higher means to going away from the your source, going away from the your root. That itself is the dharma. The simple explanation is how long you are trying to connect yourself to this higher conscious. It itself is the dharma. How you are going away from your higher conscious, that itself is the adharma. We want in a
True.
simple explanation, the sense means to know the actual yourself, who you are itself is dharma. When you are trying to go away from to hide from who you are, that itself is the adharma. It's the basic
Mm.
foundational things like that. To understand who you are itself is the dharma. That's why it becomes dharma kshetra, kurukshetra,
Kurukshetra.
Yutsavaha, Mamakam Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. In the starting shlokas is like they are in the Dharma Kshetra, not to build a friendship. They are meeting in the Dharma Kshetra for the fight. See, that itself is a contraindication here.
Mm.
Why will go to the Dharma Kshetra? To be good. But these people are coming at the Dharma Kshetra for the fight. Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra. For the fight they are coming. So we'll stand on the Dharma, but still we are in the fight.
So,
So why we are fighting? Because we not aware of ourselves, self, because of so much of outside destruction. When we go inward direction, that is the Pancha Pandavas, the five senses. We are trying to find the things from the outside things. When we stop the outside thing, when we start to go inward things, that time Krishna will come. That's why in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, that first five aspect is considered as a Bahiranga Yoga. Just things is do with the outside thing. At the point of last three aspect is considered as the inward journey, because that when you shut down your five senses, you are stopped to taking the input from the outside. Then it's journey completely inward journey. That journey is led by the Krishna. That's why this Pandava represented by Krishna. These Kaura represented by these other things, these negative dominated things. Dushasana, Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra. See, everywhere is do is there. Dushta, Duryodhana, Dushasana.
this Dhyana.
It's not like Dushta. In the sense, everything is negative interpretation is also there. My guru used to explain such a way like that. In the first shloka of the Bhagavad Gita, is started by the Dhritarashtra, who is physically blind.
Mm.
Then who is giving the instruction to him? He has physical eyes, but is seeing through the insight.
Mm.
Means in the sense, what we see from the eyes, it's not actual things. What we have to see from the within, that is the truth. That's why here Dhritarashtra represented by the blind person sitting and asking the things, but he can't see the things. Another person is sitting beside him. He has eyes, but see the things from the within, from the eyes inside. So Bhagavad Gita is like that. We can't. We'll try to do the things by seeing the things outward. Not, everything is not from the outward direction. We have to go to inward direction.
Can you little bit
That's
explain
why
like what
this
is that inward insight? People generally misunderstand that insight to be somewhere in the hills. What is that insight like? How? From where that insight is coming with us? Like, is it our soul energy or is it what? What is giving us insight? The mind or is that body? What is that?
we need to understand who am I. That
Hmm.
Ramana Maharshi used to tell where to find who am I first. I am the body. No, I'm not the body. Then what I am. To find that one, that itself is Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Tada Swarupe Avasthanam, to find the Swarupa. We generally call it Sakshatkara. What is Sakshat Akara? Who am I actually? To know that one. I think one of my guru is telling like that he went for the America some to give some lecture. They told we need to find who am I. Then everyone's I know who am I. Then you take them to stage, they will did small demonstration to understand who am I. Then they show the pen. What is this pen? She has some pen in their pocket. What is that pen? It's my pen. Okay, when you will use my pen, it's not part of me. Then only will is mine. Then you ask, what is it? Is just my hand. It's a part of you, or it's part of body, or it's other part of it. No, it's my part, but still use my body. Will not use body. It's my body. It's my eyes, my ear, my nose. Then we are mentioning my means body is not mine. It's something is there behind that one. So to understand that one, what is there beyond of us, much more simpler way can I take like that with we are waiting for something, we need to do something, that's why we are waiting. I can't sleep, I have to wake up to 12 to celebrate New Year. We are wake up to 55. In that in between we slept. When we wake up it's already 1 or 2. Up to that time we are trying to no I can't sleep, but between that we go for the sleep. After some time we wake up. Who make you to sleep? Who make you to wake up? That's not me. What I'm saying, me. If I am, I will not sleep that time. But still, we slept. Again, something is happened. I wake up. Who make you to sleep? Who make you to wake up? To understand that energy, that source itself is knowing the who am I.
Hmm.
That itself is the dharma. Dharma main intention of dharma is to know who are you, how you connected with that universal consciousness.
Beautiful.
That is that is the flow of it.
Yeah. And adharma is somewhat opposite of that. We are going away from
Opposite
our
of that, away from. We are trying to identify with this body and this materialistic things. That itself is the dharma.
then quite I am thinking seriously, like then most of the time we are doing adharma only. We are going most of the time outside to fulfill so many things. Or maybe that may somehow fulfill to make us again go inside. Like daily we go to sleep, and sleep is something like which God has given us to consciously unconsciously go into our again to our true nature. But we don't know that, but definitely we are touching somewhere our true nature in our sleep as well. That's why after a good sleep, came up with so much good energy. Hmm.
What is the difference between meditation and sleep? Both will be the
True.
sleep only. But in the
Hmm.
meditation, it's awake and sleep. Sleep is unaware sleep. When you are
Yeah.
sleeping, you don't have awareness who are you. When you are doing
Hmm.
meditation, you still it is a condition of sleeping, but with awareness. Who am I?
Is it simply like you are
That
taking a
itself is the
journey?
difference.
Yeah, definitely. I got it. Is it something like you are taking a journey? In one journey, you get completely sleep off. You don't know what's the way, how you are feeling that. And in the other journey, same journey, you are awake, you are seeing everything, the surrounding,
Yes.
enjoying those surroundings, and you are taking advantage of that. Something like that in sleep, we may be losing the awareness. That's why we get some of the benefits. But in meditation, in samadhi is somewhere like
Meditation.
100% super conscious sleep. Yogi is perfectly awake, but with body it's dead. That's what Shiva is all about, I think. With body, he's taking like applying
Yes.
that ash on his body, like body is perfectly dead. But whereas in the consciousness, he's all the time awake in meditation. Okay. Moving ahead, like let's
Better.
go into some journey of knowing.
Yes, to identify, to understand these things, Krishna gave this 700 shloka description.
Hmm, hmm. Okay. Now moving further, like I want to know, like if we look the Bhagwad Gita, like everyone has commented on that in form of commentary. Like if you go to, am I
Not
audible to
yet,
you?
I think so.
Am I audible, Sujay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's
what
audible,
now
audible.
I want to like
It's
explore
audible,
is,
audible. Ash.
yeah, yes. Now what I want to explore is, if you look at so many scholars like who are Swamis, or if you look at the scholars also, everyone has commented on Bhagavad Gita. Like everyone takes the reference of Bhagavad Gita. Whether in their talks today, we are also taking the reference on that. And everyone has written what they understood by that. If you read different commentary, like if you go to ISKCON commentary by Srila Prabhupada ji, if you go to like God Talks with Arjuna by my Guruji, like Paramans Yoganand ji, you will see a different dimensions of the same Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is same, the dialogue between I feel Krishna is one only. No, like so many Krishna has happened, so many dialogues happen, but everyone is giving their own analogy. So in that, like a person gets confused and he don't know what to follow. So can we understood that because it's really a challenge to understand and what is like the essence that Krishna was trying to tell us? If one really definitely dharma is there, like we all have that battle, what we should choose in our life, what we should not. That Arjuna is shown that like he's also in confusion. We are also, I also most of the time in confusion. So like what is the message that Krishna is giving you so that you can take that fundamentals and this is I want to explore that, like how to come back with one thing that can help us from all of these commentaries. And what is the one commentary that helps you? I mean, now it's fine. Okay, now I feel Krishna is also
It's
taking
a
today our test as well by creating issue in our podcast, but no problem. We will somehow figure it out. No issue. Uh, Sorry for the interruption. Let's continue from there again. Okay. So we were discussing like there are so many things and so many commentaries on Bhagwad Gita, like Mahatma Gandhi also written, Adi Shankaracharya, my Guru Paramanth Yogananda, then God talks with Arjuna. So many Bhagavad Gitas are there, like Gita Press Gorakhpur. So what is that one Gita that you took for your reference and how to take the universal message out of all those Bhagavad Gita, like what they all are trying to say?
in this one, no, my guru used to always used to tell like that. If you are reading commentary, basically commentary in the sense you are not reading the what is the mind of Krishna. You are trying to reading the mind of commenter. See, if I wrote a book on Bhagavad Gita, I try to write the things what I feel, what I am understand Krishna. But it may not be a truth. What is Krishna is trying to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask me, try to go to the root of it always. I'm not telling to don't read commentary. You can read commentary, but don't think like that. What you read from the commentary, it is the final meaning. No, it
Mm-hmm.
is also a one meaning. See, because same tea will not taste like same for everyone. Depending upon their tongue taste buds, it will taste differently. So similarly, same statement of Krishna we can understand in a different way because depending upon our experience, depending upon our condition, our surrounding, we can interpret in our way. Some of them will tell like that it help you to grow my business. Someone will tell you to do in the artistical way. Someone will tell you like that how it will help you in the teaching profession. Or someone will tell like that how it will help him to improve their personality. See, thing is one, but how we are understanding, in what perception you are perceiving the things that give the meaning of it. It's like that you can read every commentary, but don't stand only on the meaning of commentary. Try to explore the things behind the commentary. So that time you can identify, try to connect the Bhagavad Gita truly. Otherwise, trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita in the different aspect or different thought pattern. It's better to always to understand Krishna in my thought.
Mm. Wonderful, wonderful. So it's something like yes.
It will be this
True. So it is something like you can say in Dhyana Yoga we know Shravan Manan Nidhyasana. So we can hear, we can read a lot, but we have to do manana, that is analyze that and then apply in the life. Then maybe it can become a really true knowledge for all of us. Like then it will
yes,
become an experience for us. Like in the last podcast you tell about that mantra japa. Then that's a real reality for you living in your life. So maybe that to attain that true knowledge, like these commentaries can be a way to guide your attention, to guide your thought process. But you have to like go deeper into by analysis, by applying that in our life. That is what we all have to go, and that's not the way to attain the knowledge. That's what in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali is saying, samyama, that is dharana, dhyana, samadhi. If you do these three on a single object, then you may get the real knowledge out of that. Interrelated all these things. Beautiful. So moving ahead now, we will try to explore the problem that Bhagavad Gita is trying to tell us between the war between the good qualities, the bad qualities, that is the Pandavas and Kauravas, and which exists within all of us. Now I want to go into the path that when Arjuna asked the Krishna, like, what are the paths? I want to know more about it. Can you tell me the knowledge? Then what are the paths like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga? Slightly right side, right. Turn it to right side. Yeah, fine. Okay. So we were like there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. Maybe today our connection is going to go by 18 times. You told the secret of 18 number. Yeah. No issue. Okay. So coming back, so we were discussing the different parts of that ultimate knowledge that you are telling about self-realization. That is karma, jnana, and bhakti and dhyana.
But
So little bit about those, like why only four those ways, not so many other ways are there.
see, we have so much of ways. In that so much of ways, is Krishna is guiding us like that. Okay, what are the main things in this one? If you see these four ways, no, it's everything is merged in this ways only. One is Jnana, Karma, and Bhakti. Mainly three. So if you go everywhere, he will come to connect within these three. One aspect in the Jnana he will connect, or he will connect in the form of working, and then in form of the Bhakti. That's why in the Udbhava Gita, Krishna used to explain the things like that, how we connected the things like that. What is the importance of Karma Yoga? In that Udbhava Gita, one is Vyada Gita is there, story of the butcher man. Is in this story is to explain how we can connect ourselves through the Karma Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga in the Jnana Krishna story, Jnana is the only one of the five which can burn our all previous karmas. How can we connect it through the Jnana? Another is the Bhakti. Bhakti is nothing surrenderness. The example of Prahalada did Navavida Bhakti, the stages we surrendered ourselves. But in this one, no, Krishna is more focused on the first karma, bhakti, and jnana. Because everyone will think we'll stuck only on the karma. No, karma, bhakti, and this jnana, not they are not in a different part of it. It's like everything is combined form. When these three things will come together, then only is possible to enlighten. See, without knowledge of information or knowledge, we can't do the action. Without faith, we can't go further. So faith is also required, jnana is also required, karma is also required. In the Bhagavad Gita is like that Krishna is trying to blend these three things to reach our own goal. That's why Krishna is in the second chapter try to explain about what is Atma. Then a little bit explain what is Atma, how it will be, how it will not, it has no end, it has no beginning, it will not die, it will not birth, it will not take birth also. It only we will take only body will take the birth and body will only die. Atma will become remain same always. Nainam chintanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakam. You can't kill the Atma with any types of tools. You can't kill with the water like that. It's trying to explain that Atma is like that Shashwata. It's always there. Then things it is always there. What to do with that one? These things like that birth and death is not connected with this Atma. Because he is to in the second chapter, Krishna is explaining like that. Atma is the thing. This Sharira is like a cloth. I am wearing this cloth today. I am feeling like that this cloth become old. Then I will change. I will wear new cloth. In the sense, I am not dying. Just I am changing the cloth like that. Atma is there every time. That Sharira is nothing but the cloth for the Atma. It will change always. Changing of cloth is nothing but death. It's a continuous process of it. So when we through this knowledge we need to go further like what we have to do in our actual things. We have to do Krishna's more focus on Nishkama karma. Why the same statement is given by Buddha in the different aspect? That's it. In Kannada, we tell like that. Asaye dukkake moola. Desire is the cause for the unhappy. So, what is the desire? Kama. Desire is nothing but kama only. Two, why this karma is created and what is the relation with the karma. Karma and kama are interconnected. We're trying to do the karma to reach the kama. When we are using this karma to reach the kama or our desire, when we reach that the end also, we not feel ananda, because when we are going through the karma, we do something and we get something. Then we thought we expected something, we will what will get is not like that what we accepted, what we think. So because of our karma, it leading us, but at the end with the desire, if you go with the karma, no, that happiness is not you will get. So once we leave that one, that detachment, it's like that. You wrote exam. If you are write exam, let's you can take like that example. So in the exam, I know everything. I wrote everything. But if I write everything in the sense, I will not get marks. It's depend upon the mindset of the evaluator also. If he is so happy with him, then okay, this person writes something. Let's give. Okay. Then some person come in the home because in the home some fight is happen. He come with the frustration. He say that, hey, this much is wrote. How can I read this much of things? Okay, write something. Let's give. And out of 10, he can give 5. Function, he wrote the same answer, but depending upon the evaluator, that marks is going to change. So this marks is not directly depend upon the who wrote the answer. It's depend upon the evaluator. So is there nothing do with the writer marks? He may expect, okay, I write completely, I will get exact and out of 100 of 100. But it may be not like that also. So that's why it's so much other factors also it will involve in that one. That's why when we are disconnected with just I wrote what I know, I write it, that's it. I am not expecting I will get exactly this much only. So then that detachment, when we feel that detachment is there, then we will not in the unhappy. When the result will come, we can receive as it is. Otherwise, I expected 99, but I got 98.
Oh my God, that is very killing feeling, huh?
But it's still point one, but we are not right accept it. Still that variation also.
Mhm.
That
I got it. I
will
got it.
create so much of stress in our life. That's why Krishna is telling that don't connect with the action, just do the action.
Hmm.
For that, for you need to survey means what is this mudra is called generally we called. This is Jnana mudra.
Hmm.
This thumb is always represented by the Paramatma. This
Hmm.
finger
Hmm.
represented by the Jivatma. These three things are there, no? These are the
Yeah.
Jnana, Karma, and Bhakti or Dharma. When this Jnana become Ajnana, what we'll do is Akarma. Because of Adharma, it will create Adharma in our life. Adharma means it's not like that. We don't have any faith. We'll try to do everything. It's nothing is right, wrong like that. It become Ajnana, Adharma. Because of Adharma, this Jivatma will become the egoistic. I am the great. Again, it come together, it will become like this. When this Jnana becomes Sujnana, true knowledge, then it will try to create the karma, positive act. Because of positive act, it lead to the Dharma. When Dharma we understand, then this automatically this ego will go down. It will connect it with the Bhagavan. It's universal consciousness. Then it will become the Jnana Mudra. To understand this right and aspect, this Krishna is giving this three aspect in Bhagavad Gita. That's why it's Jnana, Bhakti, and Karma. Through Bhakti, we'll reach to the Dharma. So that's why Dharma, Bhakti, and Jnana is very, very important. When we understand this process, no, when we understand that this detachment, then that is the end of the sufferings. To create
True.
that detachment, this Jnana, through the Jnana, Kama is when we are Nishkama, we'll connect with the Bhakti. Through that Bhakti, we can know ourselves, self-awareness. It's
So
audible.
in a way, we can say these all are connected, like karma, jnana, bhakti. Somewhere I was
It's
there
audible.
and beautifully they were, yeah. What I'm saying is, somewhere these jnana, karma, and bhakti are connected
Ashish.
together. Am I audible? Am I
Hmm?
audible? Hearable? Yeah, able to hear me? Yes or no? Not able to hear me? Am I audible to
Ah,
you?
no, it's audible.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
It's audible, Ashish.
yeah, you were saying like all of these three, like karma, jnana, and bhakti are the ways, and according to our like tendencies, we can follow them. And it's something like we all have our hands, our legs with which we do karma in our life. Yes, we use our hands to do karma, to actions, and then actions can bind us or that actions can free us. As you said about the dharma and adharma. But we also have a heart too, which have the feelings, emotions. If those emotions get too higher, then it becomes anxiety, too lower depression. But when it's balanced, it will become that unconditional love or devotion. That's a bhakti. And we also have a mind too, which thinks most of the time. But if we can align our mind, align our thought with that proper knowledge or jnana wisdom that you explained, then it will become jnana yoga, that is self realization. So beautifully that Krishna is saying or exploring all these dimensions to Arjuna, like what are the different ways to explore your true ultimate nature. It is very beautifully explained. Now I want to you to explain that all of us want experiences because what you are telling may be possible I may not able to digest that. Maybe all others who are watching you may not able to digest that. No, sir, my life is going so tough. How can I follow all this? Then Arjuna also asked Krishna to give his example. Like you told us so many things practical we can apply in our life, but somewhere we have the doubt, sir, is it will work for me or not? Same is also going with Arjuna. You are telling me you are that Virat, you are behind every form. Now can you show me your Virat Rupa Darshana? So what Bhagavad Gita tell us about that Virat Rupa Darshana, how that Krishna is? What is the Virat Rupa Darshana of Krishna?
In this Virat Rupa Darshana, Krishna is trying to convey us is called Paramatma. What is the meaning of Paramatma? Parama Atma means smallest of the smallest. You can live in every way. He's not telling like that I'm only in the temple. I'm in the everywhere. So when we reach to that awareness, we try to see everything is everywhere that energy is there. That energy is everywhere. The energy is same. So then we'll not discriminate anything, no? Because everything is happening because of this discrimination in our life. We're trying thinking like that he is our friend, he's not, his friend, his enemy, something, is living, is non-living. Because of the discrimination, so much of things is creating in our life. In Krishna, Bhagavad Gita also is mentioned like that in this one. When we see like that soil, gold, woman, everything is the same. Shvanaschaiva, Shapaschaiva, some when you are seeing the person, everyone in the same, the things we are saying, everything is same, then definitely we are in that knowledge and jnana. But we will not do that things. That's why in the 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana, Krishna is trying to depict through this Vishwarupa Darshana, I am everywhere. Why you are discriminating the things? So in the sense, everything is the same. Then nothing is there to discriminate. Then what you are discriminating for? So
Hmm.
when we know the things, everything is same. Krishna is telling it, everything is me only. Then attain that energy. You go anywhere, finally come to that part only. So he is itself is the Akasha, he is the Bhumi, he is the living, non-living, everything. Then final goal is also same only. That's why when
True.
to understand self-awareness, that universal consciousness, it's not there somewhere, it's there everywhere. Just we need to aware of that one to identify it.
Wonderful. So the true like identity, that oneness within us, with it insight, I got to remember one story from Upanishad. It's very beautiful story. Like on a certain day, a person was in a need of some money, so he went to sell the Ganesha Murti that he have of gold. Ganesha Murti, and he has that one rat, that chuha of the Ganesha in the gold. And he went to a jeweler to sell that. Okay. And he's selling, okay, how much money you can give? He say, I will give you that much of money for this gold. He say, how you are calculating that money? He say, for that much amount weight is weighing there. So I'm giving you that much. And he say, you are taking the same price for Ganesha as well as the rat, his rat also. He say, what's that? For me, it's gold only. Why I'm going to discriminate between the form? But he's connected with the Ganesha and that root of the rat. Yeah, we somewhere say Ganesha is higher, rat is lower. But if you look at it in the essence way, that element is same, that is gold. So that's what you said. If we look at the identity, if we look at the nature of this whole cosmos, it's just atom only, it's that energy only. But somewhere we get caught up in the form, in the name. Ah, this is the highest one, this is the lowest. Same in the like if you go in the Ramayana also, it is said that like when someone asks what is the relation between the Rama and that Hanuman, and he say if you look at the level of body, Hanuman is the servant and Ram is the king. But you look at the level of Atma, there is no difference at all.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe this is the same thing you are trying to say. So Krishna is also showing his Virat Roop Darshan to show that it is me who is going through all
Everywhere.
of this. Yeah, it is the one who is beating in heart of every person. It is also that the three qualities of that God is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. If that God cannot
Omniscient.
be everywhere, then it is somewhere we have to caution that concept of God somewhere. Yeah. So when we have such a like infinite concept of God, then maybe
Shankaracharya is
we can.
also explained the same thing, no?
Hmm,
Everything is identifying with the Rupa and the Nama. When you will
yeah,
leave that Rupa and Nama, finally will everything will be the same.
true. So many examples are there. Like same is given analogy with that sea and the waves of the sea. The
Yes.
element of the sea, like you can see, the sea is very infinite, big. But if you see the nature of wave, it's very small. But if you
Yes.
see the element, the base, fundamentally water only. Both are made of water. So same way we are also like the ray of that God only, and having that individual experience. And the problem is that we are somewhere going through Vratti Taruke Misalta. That you said we are getting attached. Buddha is also saying it's our attachment which is giving us a pain. It's not just life, it's not the desire.
Right.
Desire is fine. With the same desire we are going to spirituality also. We are creating, helping
Yes.
others also. So it's not the desire that's problem, getting connected with the result of the desire. Like I want that only. That is creating the anxiety and depression. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
in
Because
first
it's
chapter
becoming
of,
a
yeah,
barrier.
true, true. In the first chapter we see of Bhagwad Gita, it's Arjuna Vishad Yoga. He's in depression. Vishad, getting crying of, or like what is the situation, crying at some place. And in the final 18th chapter, it's Moksha Sannyas Yoga. Finally, he attained that freedom, moksha, which we are already. Beautiful. So now coming further, because I feel and I also know that Bhagavad Gita has everything we need for us. So because we can't be without food. Food is something very important to us and very dear to us. We eat food with so much love. With we have so much bhakti toward the food. So what does Bhagavad Gita says anything about food? Ahara, what our ahara should be and what we should eat, anything on that? Krishna is telling you. Yeah, anything on ahara in Bhagavad Gita?
Krishna used to mention like that yukta ahara viharasya. That yukta ahara and vihara has to be proper. In the 17th chapter, Krishna used to mention that there is the is divide the food into three aspects: satvika, rajasika, and tamasika ahara. What we'll eat, that food has to be more sattvic in the nature, because annam bhavanti bhutan. What we will eat, we will become. So, because what we'll eat, that only is body is manifesting. How much it is sattvic, the body becomes sattvic. Because of sattvic, we will get the sattvic thoughts. When you are eating rajasic food, it will create the rajas in the body. Because of the rajas, our thought will become rajasic. There is so much movement in the mind, so much of thoughts, multiple thoughts. If what we are eating, the food itself is tamasic in the nature, then our body become lethargic. Then we don't have any desire, any wish to do anything. We'll be like that something. Okay, let's see. I can see like that. So our mind is directly connected with the food. So that's why the food is very important. When what type of food we will eat, that type of mind it will create. That's why in our Indian tradition, the food diet is very important. That's why the sattvic ahara it give more prominence importance, because of sattvic ahara we will get the sattvic manas. So even when our mind is in the sattvic nature, we will be in the ananda. There is no wish, okay, what it may be, I'll be comfortable in the situation. So otherwise, I wish something, it happening something. So it's creating so much of uncomfort. Because of that uncomfort, friction is creating. The outcome of that friction is stress. We end up with a frustration, disappointment, suicide tendency, many things. Why it's happening? Because of the friction. That's why it's giving like that. The basic thing is like that. When we eat sattvic food, it will create the sattvic mind. In the sattvic mind, we can think properly. Because our proper thinking, our action become proper. When the action is in the right, our dharma is in the right. When dharma is right, then we can identify who am I. So finally, it's one of the way to reach in that way. Go.
Beautiful. So it's you are simply saying that food, thinking, action, and how we are getting responding in the world, all of these are connecting. So it's like we can take like simply eating the food can be a sadhana. We see in ISKCON temples they take it
Yes.
as a prasada. Then they say if you don't offer that food to that Krishna, because in one of the shlokas Krishna is saying, I am the one who is eating. It's our ego which thinks like I am eating. But actually that is taken by Krishna only. Like if you see, and if
Aham
you see,
Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashta. That one in the shloka is explaining the things.
hmm. And I imagine it to be like it's just my maybe my imagination. Like it's a big yagna is happening. Like all of us giving the food to his stomach, and its stomach is like a yagna kunda. Like the food is getting digested there, and we are doing so many things in the world. Definitely. So food definitely plays a definite role. As you say, sattva, rajas, and tamas, we have to create a balance between the food based on our jobs in our life. Yeah. Definitely people who are more actively doing that role in the life, they need definitely the rajasic food, but they have to balance it with the sattvic food, definitely. Okay, great to hear that. Now, if moving further, let's get dive into something deeper as essence, which we all are fearful of in our life, and that is something death. So, have you ever thought about death? About your own death, about others' death? Have death made you thought in a very deeper way, or is anything given in Bhagavad Gita for death, like how death can be a way for your what I say for your freedom, or it's like binding, it's fearful, fear creating, something like that? What is your take on the death and what Bhagavad Gita is saying on that? Audible? Yeah. Audible? Yeah.
I in this mean I got some example. See, for example, if you drink a glass of any juice like that, you can have like that apple juice, normal apple juice. What will happen within you? Instead of apple juice, just you take one glass of alcohol. See what will happen. Changes in the thought, because of thought, change in the action. Change in the action, what is the outcome of it? Just apple juice, just alcohol. It's just food, what we took, how it will disturb our thought. So that's why that food is very important. That's why Krishna is preferred to what we will eat, that has to be sattvika. How much sattvic food in the nature, it will create that type of thoughts in our body. Because of sattvic thought, finally it will lead towards the happiness. If thought itself is a negative, then definitely it will end up with some desire destructions.
Definitely.
So to
Beautiful.
create that things, food is very very important.
And we can see currently, like people like Virat Kohli and so other people, they are converting into vegan, like they are going for completely vegan diet. Because generally we say like the vegetarian food doesn't have protein and so many nutrients, vitamins, so we have to eat and that non-veg to get that. Something that misconception is now breaking now. Like scientific researches are also coming up. Like an elephant is so big, he's not eating non-veg by the way. If you can look at that, yeah.
It's not necessary. Only if you are vegetarian, you will not create protein like that. This protein concept is come from some 2 to 3 decades back. No? Before that one, there is no concept of protein like that. It's there, but it's not like that. If you are a vegetarian, you will not get the protein like that. Indians are eating vegetarian foods from so long. They lived for more than 100 plus years. They didn't get any type of issue. Now suddenly, why in between 2 to 3 decades back, it happened like that. If you are a vegetarian, you will suffering with the B12 issues, D3 issues, because this B12 only will get from the red meat itself. It's like these are the I can't comment anything like that, but it's not complete truth also. Something is there. We need to identify. This much of long time everyone is survived with the vegetarian sense. It has something.
Yeah.
So it's
So
not
it's like
necessary to like that veg. We have to eat veg or non-veg like that. Food is not a matter basically.
hmm, yeah. Am I audible now? So they are able to hear me? Yeah. Okay, now I think war has already taken place 6, 7 times. No problem. Coming back. Okay. So the thing is that it's very good. Like we should go for sattvic food, and it's very personal choice. So we should decide according to our work and according to so many other things. Now I want to ask you a very personal question. Have you ever thought about your death? Have death like make you fearful? Because death is something we all are fearful of in our life, and if death can be a way of transforming your life into some higher realms. What Bhagwad Gita says about death. Anything on that? Krishna is guiding you, how your death should be like. But something like people fear, it's not good to talk about your death, but death is something, moment to moment, we all are going through death. If we look at it, like so many cells are dying off. So what is the death according to Bhagavad Gita? And what is actually happening when someone is dying?
That everyone is dying at every fraction of second, but they don't aware of it. That's it.
Okay.
See, in our body, millions of cells are creating, millions of cells are dying. Every day, new cell will create, another cell will die. Everywhere, no? How we are in the when we are took birth, how we are every fraction of second we are transforming ourselves. Transformative meaning of transforming. In the sense we are leaving our initial things and we are going to the new form and fame. That's why we are dying at every fraction of second. So it's so natural. It's happening, but we are not aware of it. It's like that. His body's cells are everything is dying every time. Death is not the end of it. It's like in some sentence also the full stop is not the end of the sentence, it's the beginning of the new sentence. Similarly, this leaving this body in the sense we are going for the higher cause. This body is a tremendous tool to do the things, to reach to the higher conscious, to connect ourselves. Once this body is not supporting to do because of it age, body, physical fitness is not there now. We can't do the things like that what we are doing before. Then our Atma think like that. I can't do more things with this body. Let's leave this one. I will get new body. Let's start with the new things. Like that only we do. No, we are using some instrument for do some work. Let's assume some we are using TV remote to use or to you we are using TV remote. After some time the TV remote become old, it's not working properly, then we'll take new remote. Yes. So similarly bodies also take new body to do this its own things to know the to reach this level. In that concept death is more common thing. Kannada one sentence in the Purandara Dasa is telling like that. ಎನಗಾದ ಜನುಮಗಳಷ್ಟು I take many birth. I died many times. I have many fathers. I have many mothers. I have many wives. I have many sons whom I am remember. It's because it's complete cycle.
Hmm.
Main intention in the Bhagavad Gita is Krishna is like to try to go behind this birth and death cycle. Same statement is given by the Shankaracharya also. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatarashanam, yeah, samsare, nodastar. It's things like that. We took birth, again we died. Oh, you are dying to take new birth. Oh, you are taking birth to for dying. See, it's like a complete circle it becomes.
Definitely.
So, this much, why this required jnana, why is required to overcome? Why karma is required to overcome? Why the faith, bhakti is required to overcome it? When we have the right knowledge, we have the right action, when we are in the right way, it's make you to overcome in from this circle of birth and death. The main intention in this Bhagavad Gita Krishna is trying to convey is like that death and birth is most common things. Nothing to with worry.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Janmo
Uh,
jayate dhruvaha. What it take birth, it has to die one day. Everyone will die only everyone will cry for only for the attachment. See, if I can't leave you, I can't stay without you, like that much of things is they're telling. The person is left the body, then they will cry 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 2 week, month, 2 month, year, 2 year. After some time he has to be normal. Yes. He start to lead his own life generally. What he has to doing the things like.
Wonderful. So,
It's
any
this point
preparation?
of time.
Yeah, any preparation given in Bhagavad Gita, like when yogi leave their body, like is it any preparation they do, like or like it's simply just
Ah,
going up?
no, it's so much of explanation is there in the fifth, sixth, and seventh chapter. How we had this, how to bring prana to the downward, you have to lift your apana to the upward. When prana apana get junction, so much explanation is there. You have to hold the breath. By holding the breath, how can we lift that energy? Because so much explanation is there, especially in the yogic aspect. How can we elevate our energy through the prana? What is the importance of breath? How we have to sit samakaya shiragriva, your spine has to be straight, neck is straight, focus on the nasagra drushti. Just be aware of the breath. See the prana, upward movement of energy and downward movement of energy. Junction. It's gives so much of details is there. It's like the same details you will get in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra also. Same statement is there in Bhagavad Gita also. He's telling like that by controlling our actions, we try to move inward. When we move inward journey, no?
Audible? Huh. Today 18 will be completed, huh? Okay.
Everything ended with 18. So
Okay. So you were saying so many, like something focusing on energy, Agya Chakra, taking a prana, so many things are given definitely. And it is said that like those seconds of your end movements are very important. Like what is,
in the simple understanding.
yeah. Continue, please. Yeah, what I was saying is those last movements are very important because what is going in your conscious.
Yeah, about awareness, no? See, awareness is very important. It's just today we are discussing in the yoga class like that. When you are working with we are working with involvement, we will not feel thirsty also to drink water. No, it's not like that. Your body is aching for the water, but you don't have aware on your body. Your awareness is somewhere else. So that's why you're not feeling to drink the water. So awareness is nothing but to identify it, to identification of the awareness. See, so much of things is happening within, but we not aware of it. Is audible? That's why in the Krishna he is to explain in the chapter like that. You can sit straight with a erected spine, close your eyes, focus on the nasagra, tip of your nose. Just focus on the movement of the breath. Start to feel the awareness of it. Once you have start to identify the movement of the breath with awareness, what will happen initially? You just witnessing something is moving in and out air. If you increase little bit level of awareness, then slowly to start to identify like that. When you are inhaling, the cold is going inside. When you are exhaling little bit hot air compared to inhalation. Means you are inhaling cold air, you are exhaling slightly hot air. You go little deeper with that awareness, then you start to identify like that that cold air is moving into the body up to the navel. Then the navel that hot air is coming out from the nostril. Like that you slowly increase our awareness. That awareness start to expand throughout the body. One when that awareness is expand throughout the body, that itself is a state can't level of the you can call it enlightenment also. Because you know you are aware of everything, what's happening within. Awareness make you to lead to the to connect with this higher consciousness. Because when we are aware that energy, how it's happening, how it's functioning, then it try to lead us to connect with higher consciousness. When every time I heard the name of ISKCON, International Krishna Consciousness, sometimes I feel like, okay, Krishna itself is a universal consciousness.
True.
So our goal is try to connect to the Krishna. In a sense, to connect to the higher consciousness. To connect that higher consciousness, this much of process they develop. When we are connected ourselves with higher consciousness, the aim of this is there is No, we need to go out from this birth and death. That will happen. Again, once we merge ourselves with that higher consciousness, there is no birth, no death. To lead that level of awareness, that awareness is one of the tremendous tool to practice with awareness. And we go through that way, we can connect ourselves to that higher state of energy, higher consciousness.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. As you said in your last podcast, you did that mantra chanting, and maybe that has led you to that awareness expansion. Yeah. And we are doing most of the things for that expansion of that awareness. Any
Yes.
simple things that we can do in our life to expand our awareness? For general people, like whatever what we can do to expand that awareness.
For simple thing is like that everyone is breathing. No one aware of it where breathing. Just tell, focus on your breath. Suddenly breath will become slow. Your heartbeat becomes slow. Your
Then
mind.
the people, then the people will think maybe I will not die because that much that slow. It's what like following your breath is something like it's very simple at the same time but difficult at the same time as well. Because people
But
mind are so much in the movement that they don't feel their breath until and unless they don't have a heart attack or they are running, they don't feel their breath or their heartbeat. I think it's something like that. It's like you're laughing, but it is real. Real thing is that.
no, it's my gurus tell like that they only get to know like that they're breathing at the end is now he's not breathing. That's why they know still he is breathing up to the end part of it.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's why
breathing,
we
when you
say
focus on the breathe, it's one of the it look like a so simple, but it is so effective thing to increase our awareness.
wonderful. So it's really great, like things are going well, and we are again the same layer by layer thing. So much to explore in that Bhagavad Gita. And finally, we will discuss about one of the beautiful things is about the sthit prajna. What is the sthit prajna is, and we will see what are the general problems in our life, and what are the solutions that Bhagavad Gita gives to those problems. And at the end, I want you to chant some of your favorite shlokas from Bhagavad Gita because today it's a very auspicious day to chant those Bhagavad Gita. Maybe we don't understand them, at least those words may go into our ears. Maybe some of our areas of mind will get activated and somehow we get the deeper awareness. So please enlighten with that. Yeah.
Yes, in this one we have most like this shloka from the second chapter. Second chapter that Krishna is to explain how we are in this life, how we are getting stress, how we are connecting ourselves, how we are going downfall is happening in our life. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषु जायते सङ्गां सञ्जायते कामक्रोधो विजायते क्रोधोद्भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिविभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो विनश्यति. This is a beautiful things is explained in the Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita second chapter 60 to 63. I think that's two pair of shlokas. This one Krishna is explaining like that when the thought, what we are discussing about thought and awareness, many things. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa, when we think something, we thought, okay, that thought make you have to own that thing. When you are trying to own that thing, it will not get to you. When we are not getting that thing, then we are trying to get in any other way. In that time, we'll go in like that. We will cross the boundary of right and wrong. Anyways, I don't want right or wrong. Anyways, I want to get that thing. When go to that condition now, then that time we loss of differentiating knowledge. When we loss of differentiating things, then suddenly memory will go down. When the memory will go down, what we do now, it's very what we call distraction things will do. Because of that distraction, we will also lose and we'll harm the society also. That both things is there here and there. That's one of the things. Second one is you ask about sthita prajna. Sthita prajna is a nature we have already discussed in a different aspect. Sthita prajna is like it, he is a person will see everything is in the same thing. He will not differentiate anything. He don't have any differentiation between living and non-living things. He tried to witness everywhere the same energy, same things. Well, we discuss about the 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana. Is trying to witness everywhere the same thing. He's not connecting with anything. You will see the friend and enemy in the same perception. He will do the work, just he will do the work. He didn't expect anything output of it. When you don't expect any output of it, then you will not connect it with that output. If output, whatever it may be, the still will be the balance because he is not connected with that output. If they thought like that, if it has to be output, then it will not go to that level, then you will feel unhappy. So that's why he's seeing everything same, he finding everywhere same thing. So there is no discrimination. Because of there is no discrimination, is completely peace within. So
Here
that's why he is a
I want
sthita
to push
pragna.
a little bit of interruption. Sorry for that. The thing is, like, if you see outer words, like to say, like you see the same thing, it's not so. Like I can see there is earpod in your neck, you are wearing that yellow kurta, I'm wearing that red kurta. In my experience, this is all different. I am experiencing that. But you are saying like to experience it as same, or maybe you are saying to experience this same in internally in your consciousness that is within, because outward the like world is full of differences. That's what the magic of this world is. Everything is in changing all the time. See how our mind is in the morning. Now we are feeling right now. What we will feel in the evening. So I can't say that thing is changing. Maybe the one who is experiencing that is unchanging. Then if I get connected with that one who is unchanging, that's fine. That's very easy for me. But to say like you see everything same, then it's a very challenge. Now I will become mad because in my experience everything is changing. So it's something you are saying like maybe that can be a point from my side. I can feel like if it's like you are also an engineer, it's very simple. You have a circle, a wheel of cycle. The more you go out from the center, the more speed it is going to have. The more you go to center, V is equal to R omega, the speed will be zero. It's very simple. So in the same way, maybe Krishna is saying Siddha Pragya is one, Atman, like Prajati Yada Kaman, Prajati Yada Kaman, that Atmanne Atmanatushtam, like the one who is satisfied in the self only. And self is what within the center of the core. The more you go out, you understand the vrittis. That's what we see. Vrittis are not a problem. But when we can consciously, that you said very beautifully, we are aware. When I know when I want to sleep, when I want to awake, it's a very good experience for me. If I'm driving a car, I know how to apply a brake, stop, enjoy an ice cream, and drive whenever I need. It's a very good thing for me. But when it's going by unconsciously, then maybe it's going to create a problem. So I think maybe according to me, what I feel that
No, no, it's
oneness
whatever
can be there
is.
in within ourselves, but oneness in outer world, I don't think it is there. Yeah.
No, that's why Krishna is telling you the Jnana. Jnana Marga, why is specifically focusing the Jnana Marga is everything is made up of matter. Matter is made up of atoms. If you go deeper into the atom, everything is electron, proton, and neutron. Everything in the universe is the same electron, proton, and neutron. That's it. So with the Einstein also given E is equal to mc square. So everything is matter and energy are same. Krishna's intention is like that when you will reach that level with your action, with your knowledge, with your faith, that's Bhakti Marga, Jnana Marga, Karma Marga. That awareness, what you explained, no? To know the Atma Jnana. What is that this thing which is not changing? When you connect that one through the Jnana, through the action, through the activities, that time will reach to the state of Sthita Prajna.
True. Now it's fine. Wonderful. So as you said in the beginning also, like Swami Rama is saying, between the two breaths, a gap is there. In that nothing is there. You are at your center. Like when I'm inhaling, I'm going somewhere out. Exhaling, coming in. In the midwhile, I'm at myself. So that's what It is also said that Nishala Tattvam Jivan Mukti. Same Adi Shankaracharya is saying that. So Nishal Tattvam, because my mind is not in Nishal, it's on the movement. Vrati Sarup Mitra. So all the practices are leading us to that oneness maybe, or that Bhagavad Gita. That's why the Krishna is saying, because Arjuna is in so much of that emotion, so much of that feelings, bhavas. Initial bhava is Vishada, and final bhava is somewhat moksha.
Moksha.
So we can see it's like a very beautiful journey, giving so many solutions to all of us, and it's very difficult to like sum up all those things, but still we try to touch those important key points, those things, because to understand something it's to go deeply within that and behind that, as you explained very well. Superficial is something like the tip of the iceberg, but when we can dive into it, we can swim deeper, then we know the real jewels. Yeah, so that's why it's something like Shravan we are doing right now. But to go into that Manan and Nidhyasana, that everyone has to give their own efforts.
Oh,
So
because
wonderful.
Shravana is only outside. Other things he has to go because he has to experience the things.
True, true. So now we will go into that very beautiful phase of this podcast, that is chanting of some shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. So I want you to chant some shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, your favorite ones, the essence, and let's see. You can take like whatever time you want. Let's chant some few shlokas. Yeah. And those who
We
are there, you
can
can also chant with us and try to please follow. So join. Yeah.
first chant the first one of Bhagavad Gita. That's Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakam Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya.
Yeah.
This is the first one. It started, and last one is like that. Hmm. Last is ended with the Krishna. Krishna will ended with like that. I'm not getting that name, but यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्ण तत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः. Krishna here, blind person is asking, at the end Krishna is ended in between like that. This one is also यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्ण तत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्री विजयर्भूतिर् नीतिर्मतिर्मम. Where Krishna and Arjuna is there means Narayana is there. Self and that universal awareness is there. Definitely lead to the end of goal. Other one, that one is also there. Another one is a very famous one is there. Hmm. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतु सद्योतिस्त्व कर्मणे. Everyone will know this one. That when we are doing puja, we will use every day. Um, not getting the name that one. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो म ये जना पर्युपासते तेषामपि युक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. This one I will like more because this Krishna is like that. When you are connected to me, I will take care of you. If you are connected to me, I will take care of you. This one I like more always.
Beautiful, huh? It's like giving you the comfort. You don't worry, I will be there.
Uh,
Like our parents are there, our friends are there to like help us. It's the same way Krishna, like the one who is taking care of all. If he's saying something, you it really means to you.
Another one is palam pushpam toyami va bhakta prayachati. If you have that bhakti, with the bhakti, whatever you want to give, you give. Water, leaf, fruit. If you are giving it a bhakti, definitely I will accept it. That one is there. This one, I'm not remembering this suddenly. It's famous is there, no? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadhatmanam srijamamyaham. Paripuraya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthayam sambhavami yuge. Uh, you can also chant. You will remember. Suddenly I'm not getting.
Yeah. We will have like Yuktahara. ॐ
Achara
युक्तहारा विहार
Yuktahara Viharasya
युक्तचेष्टसु कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः.
Tara Vihar
Yes.
Chetasya Asmasu
युक्तचेष्टसु कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. And other we will have from Jnana Yoga, that is Om Prajhati Yada
Yada
Kama
Kaman
Sarvopartha Manogata
Gatam
Atmannevatmanatushtam
Stam
Chit Pragyasya Dochyate.
Chate
First you said already Dharmashetre Kurukshetre
Kshetre
Samavetaयुजुत्सवा मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किं कुर्वता सञ्जया. सञ्जया तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचर्यमुपं सङ्गमये राजा वचनं ब्रीवति. And the Karma Yoga you said, and one beautiful is from Bhakti Yoga is that Chaturvida Bhajante. Yeah. Om Chaturvidha Bhajante Ma. Yeah, you remember that? Chaturvidha Bhajante Ma? Yeah. Audible?
Continue, some disturbance happening. That's a
Om
listen.
Chaturvidha Bhajante Ma.
Devam
Sukritno Arjuna. आर्थो जिज्ञासु अर्थार्थी
Bhakti
ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभा. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Chalo, wonderful to feel the five uh, shlokas, and it's very important. Like we chant these shlokas, whether we know the meaning of these or not, try to know that, try to learn that by heart, and definitely these are going to change your life, change your feeling, change your circumstances, and will make you a winner in your life. That's what Krishna is saying in that Bhagavad Gita. Like everyone is going through the battle in their life at the level of your body or at the level of your mind. And until and unless we don't be victorious in our journey, we are not going to be free from this battle. So, Sujoy, now I want your final take on that. What is that? Anything you want to summarize, and anything you want to add up into that? Then we will go to find the closer. Yeah, wonderful. Great to hear that final thing. So, let me summarize the whole podcast that we went through. So, today we started on the occasion of Geeta Jayanti, that is on the day of Margashirsh, like this Ekadashi, Shukla Paksh Ekadashi we have. And this time we have that Ekadashi in that month of December. We generally celebrate that Geeta Jayanti. On this occasion of that Ekadashi, that Bhagwan Krishna gave this wisdom to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra so that he will be free from that emotional depression that he is having in the life. The war which is taking place between the Pandavas and Kauravas on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So in that, Sujoy has led us to the journey of what this Bhagavad Gita is talking about, the war between Dharma and Adharma. Simple. The Dharma is the one which is taking us to Atma Sakshatkar, that is self-realization, to our higher levels. Like it said in Bhagavad Gita, that that Indriyas are superior to your body, your mind is superior to your Indriyas, your Buddhi is superior to your Manas, and your Atma is superior to your Buddhi also. And then Paramatma. So you can see when we go upwards towards that journey of upliftment, then we are following a dharma. Dharma is not something right or wrong. That if you do something dharma, you are going to have something. No. Dharma is simply which is taking to your true self, whereas the dharma, which is taking you away from yourself, that is adharma. That's what Sanatan Dharma is all about. Then he tells us like this Bhagavad Gita is a text of philosophy which is combining and made up of 700 shlokas, and it is the part of sixth parva of Bhishma Parva from like Mahabharata, which is our epic. And then he let us know about what Krishna is. Krishna is that consciousness, the cosmic consciousness, which is there everywhere in all of us. And he took in the form of the Krishna to demonstrate that knowledge to that Arjuna. And then he led us into that knowledge of different commentaries. And the thing is, just take those commentaries as a support and then take your own experience, practice, do the sadhana. Then the different phases are the like karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga we can take to come out of that samsara and go into that depth of your inner sense. As he said, today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi also. That is seven doors to your inner world. That is your seven chakras. Finally, we went into that ahara, what Bhagavad Gita says about ahara, that is, we should take sattvic ahara to have that balanced mind. And then he led us into the death, what Krishna is guiding you toward the end moment of your life. Like, death is not something you should fear. Death, a yogi is preparing for the moment of death only. Like, how he's going to spend the last moment of his life. And finally, we have been into like some chanting of shlokas, the essence, and he is giving like all of us have to win that journey and reach to our true self, and Krishna is guiding to all of us. So I hope you are able to connect with that, and I really thank Sujoy for again connecting with us and giving his insights, his like views on that Bhagavad Gita. And you please create your own views by your own experimentation, by that own application in the life. So I hope you are getting again and again connecting with us, getting some new insight on that Anandyatra podcast with me, Ashish, as your podcaster. And please share this podcast with others on this beautiful day of Gita Jayanti so that their body, mind, and soul can be uplifted and they realize their true self, the Ananda, joy of their life. So thank you so much from that Anand Yatra. Have the journey to the bliss. Thank you so much, Sujay, for connecting with us. And I look forward that you will connect again with some other insight, with some other topics. Thanks a lot for you joining. Thank you. Sujay.